It's not just White House briefings. The issue is a frontal attack on the press.
But did you see during this press conference, I never saw correspondents being so belligerent against the president. They decided, let's go for broke. And that was going to be very interesting because...
Well, when you're not treated with respect, why should you return respect?
No, but again, the question is, I'm not taking sides on this one, although I thought it was great fun to have questions that were more lively. First of all, the Trump presidency is very good for the press because it will sell, papers, or it will bring clicks because something happens every day. So that, in that respect, it's like a car crash. It brings in viewers or readers. So that's one thing. The other thing is that
good for the press, but some might say it's distraction. That this, the daily controversy is, like
it's not going to help
throwing
anyone.
chairs at a wrestling match.
No, and also people get tired of it.
Yeah,
it's like watching the same program over and over again.
No, but I trust people. Look, the best reporting I've read about the people who voted for Trump were for people who came from the other side but were interested in Trump voters. I have seen some fantastic long-form reporting. I've seen some good reporting on this. I think this is an exceptional situation, and frankly, as journalists, we should say thank you for an exceptional situation. It's about the only thing we can say thank you for, but we can say thank you for something. There will be many ways to skin that cat and to cover the Trump presidency.
You could say that's maybe that's the very unexpected silver lining. You could say that.
Yep.
However, at the same time, when the media has been challenged over its credibility, many wrong predictions on Brexit, many wrong predictions on Trump, it wasn't just the media's fault. However, you do have to realise sometimes there is a momentum in the press corps to get carried along, and that I do believe happened with Hillary Clinton. Yes. And Donald Trump was not treated seriously until the very end. And the press were proved wrong. However, we have a chance now, very early in the Trump administration, to reconfigure or at least analyse how we cover it. And one way to cover it is not go to press briefings where we're told we're liars and we don't report facts, because that is
just not show up.
We have to seriously consider how we are going to deal with such an event, because, like Chris said, if you're not treated with respect, it eventually backfires on you and you will be treated very badly.
You're a journalist. I don't want respect as a journalist. I mean, go back to the time of Park Row. Really.
Don't lie to us.
Yes, exactly. But I think it's, this is not Hitler. He cannot throw journalists in jail. He cannot have people
Why do you think that?
hung on.
Why do you think that?
4 were charged after the inauguration.
Basically, the press can still function.
4 were charged. 4 were charged after the inauguration. 4 journalists.
Were charged with what?
With rioting. So yes, he can throw them in jail, and he already has.
No, let's not. By and large, he cannot that much.
Well, by and large, Hitler couldn't do it either. By and large, at the beginning.
No, it is not the same situation. If we say it's the same situation, we are making a mockery of reality.
I would not. I'm not going to make a mockery.
We have the opportunity. It may not be easy, but don't tell me it's impossible to report in difficult circumstances.
I'm not, and I in fact agree with you, Anne Elizabeth. I agree with you, Anne Elizabeth, that the way to report on this administration is to see the extent to which the promises are kept, the extent to which jobs do come back, the extent to which. But here's the difficulty, is that a lot of the people who voted for him don't believe in facts. So when they don't get the jobs back, it's going to be somebody else's fault. They have a kind of a religious conviction where Donald Trump is concerned. He's their savior. He's their God, if you will. And they will blame anybody but him.
And he will
make sure that they blame other people. That's going to be his game. So it's all going to be a complicated game. It's going to be difficult for journalists.
Good.
I agree. Let's go out and write about the people. And I agree, not so much about Trump. Let's reduce him to a Twitter feed.